I am a reader. I'm proud to say that I read books. I have read many books. Small books, tall books, big books, small books. I read small books twice. I read books. I love books. I have read books since I was a kid. I was fascinated with reading from the moment that I was sitting with a picture book of Star Wars and R2-D2 told me to turn the page with his little tweet sounds. I remember those were the moments when I thought, I didn't know I was supposed to turn the page yet. That's not cool. I want to know when to turn the page. I love to read. I really, really do. There are some books that I haven't read yet, and I really should have, and I'm kind of like, I pretend that I've read them. People will mention things, books at a party, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that one. And then I'll watch for their reaction to see how I should react, and then I go off of that. If they liked it, then I'm like, yes, it was a really good book. And then I very carefully move the discussion into a book that I have read. Now, I am currently unemployed. I am currently residing in a different city, and I'm trying to navigate my way into getting a job. I need a project. Read the classics! Yay! I'm going to read the classics. I was inspired because I went into Barnes & Noble, and I was looking for the new David Sedaris book in paperback, and it wasn't out yet, which was disconcerting. But I did see the table of summer reading for kids. Now, I like to blame high school for many of the books that I have not read, just like I like to blame high school for the many books that I have read. Whether to escape it, or because I had to read. I read a lot of things that other people didn't have to read. For example, my class read Brave New World, whereas another class read Slaughterhouse-Five. Okay, here comes it. This is the big admission. This is the terrible, awful, oh my god. I've never read Kurt Vonnegut. I know, right? It's awful. It's so bad. I've read his short pieces. I've read essays by him. I've never read a single book by Kurt Vonnegut. And you know what? This little sucker was like $8 at Barnes & Noble. And I may be unemployed, but that will never stop me from buying a brand new book or a used book. I have time on my hands. So instead of playing Mass Effect for the second time, once again, playing Paragon, I'm sorry I can't be Renegade. It's really hard. I don't want to be mean to people. Even though some of them deserve it. I will be brave one day and have amazing scars on my face and red eyes, but today is not that day. Today is the day that I'm going to start Kurt Vonnegut Slaughterhouse-Five. I'm going to make periodic video reviews or written reviews about every 5 chapters or so, explaining my reaction to the book and how I feel about the book. I'm also going to highlight the insides and make notes in those highlights because I like learning and I like observing things. And also it's very easy to pick out patterns and symbolism when you highlight them. FYI. That is my project until I have a job, and hopefully afterwards. Maybe I'll be able to keep this up. It would be great. I hope that you subscribe and you watch and you read along with me if perhaps you haven't read these books as well. And please suggest other books for me to read, because I'll have many lists up from the internet telling me which ones I should go through, but I appreciate your opinion way more than an internet page. So, shockingly enough. Without any further ado, let me slip into the world of Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-Five. Knowledge! I just dropped the book.